What happens if you make a full 30-second CG animation for a company you've never talked to before? You may hear some birds throughout this video because I have the window cracked. It's just so nice out. The birds sound nice. It just felt right. Ooh, that's a good one. Nice job, bird. I want to just go back to the beginning and I want to tell you why we created this animation. I want to tell you who did it, how we did it, when we did it. I'll cover all the bases. A good place to start would be the who. This project was done by one other person and me. It was a two-man job. The person that I partnered with, his name is Aaron Bookout, and he's an absolute wizard. He's worked on major motion pictures such as Thor Ragnarok. He also makes AR filters for Major League Sports teams around the nation. He's just an uber talented guy, and it was an absolute pleasure to get to work on this project with him. Moving on to the what. What exactly did this project consist of? Well, it was a pitch. We created a 30-second CG animation for a cookware company in California called Our Place. They did not ask us to create this. We had never talked to them before creating this. We simply completed the 30-second animation, wrote up an email, and blindly sent them the video. I'll come back and tell you what happens with the email in just a minute, but first I want to tell you why we chose Our Place. Choosing Our Place was everything but random. At the end of last year, I went on a quest to find the perfect brand to pitch, and my criteria was pretty tough. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for a brand that I believe in. Not just a brand that I believe in what they've done, but a brand that I believe in what they will become. I also wanted to work with a brand that was young, that was inventive, willing to think differently. I wanted to work with a brand that puts value in visuals. Obviously, if they don't really put an effort there, then they're not going to appreciate what we've created for them. I wanted a brand that knew how to properly spend money on ads. The way that I tested that was just by visiting every possible source of Our Place and getting retargeted by their ads, and they were great. They know exactly what they're doing. That was awesome. And the last piece was finding a brand that we stand behind their ethical mission, which again, Our Place. Our Place just checked all of the boxes. I've been studying their brand for quite a few months now, and it's like the more I know about them, the more that I have an appreciation for them. Hey, Jeremy. Good boy. All right, the when. When did this take place? What was our timeline? The research started at the end of last year, and then I talked to Aaron about it at the beginning of the year, and we decided this would be a great brand to collaborate on. At the end of February, we started storyboarding, and then at the beginning of March, we started building out the product. We finished at the end of April, and we sent the email on April 28th. All right, that is the premise of the project: the who, the what, the when, the where, the why. But now let's talk about the results. Did the pitch actually work? On April 28th, we sent the email. And keep in mind, we had no idea if we would ever hear back. We didn't know if they're getting messages like this all the time. We didn't know if they would think it's spam. We went through a lot of extra measures to make sure it didn't look like spam, but we had no clue. Well, we sent that message at 12:50, and at 12:56, we got a reply. The reply said, "Thank you for your thoughtful email and video. We appreciate the hard work you put into this. It's beautiful. I'm looping in our brand manager." And then the brand manager replied a few minutes later, "Wow, I'm so impressed. Thank you for your hard work and interest in Our Place. We'd love to hop on a call." Do my eyebrows tell you everything you need to know? You can't imagine the relief that we felt when we got this message, these messages. We had put so much work into this point, and to know that it actually reached somebody and they actually liked it, it was almost all we needed. I mean, we still wanted to sell the project, but it was great. So that was incredible news. And then after a few conversations with them, which they're the nicest people of all time. All of them are the nicest people of all time, by the way. After a few conversations with them, realized like the CG animation is just so expensive, and we dropped this on them out of clear blue. It didn't, for a minute there, it looked like we weren't going to be able to get anywhere with it because of how expensive it is. But it's not the end. And in fact, it feels like just the beginning. A few weeks later, we found a middle ground. We found a way that we could chop up the current pitch that we made them into smaller chunks and use a couple of those shots for a couple of ads that they could start using right away. So that's what Aaron and I have been working on over the past few weeks, is getting those ads prepped, and they're officially live. You might even see them in the wild. Let me know if you do. How cool is that? A few months ago, we had no prior connection to them, and now we've done a project together. It's just mind-blowing. All in all, this was an absolute beast to take on. It required nights, weekends, even some full work days. Thank you, pandemic. There was no pay incentive. We never knew if it would actually reach anyone, but was it worth it? Yes, 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 yes. You know how people started saying a couple years ago, I subscribe to this type of thinking. Well, I'm about to do that. I subscribe to the idea that you're not going to get hired for something if you don't prove that you can do that something. Aaron and I want to work more with our place. We want to work with companies that think like our place. And the only way to position yourself to receive more of those projects is to prove that you can actually do it. There you have it. That's our pitch to our place. We recently published the project on Behance, so you can go over there and check out some close-ups of the shots as well as some of the behind the scenes. Those are at the bottom. Would love to know your thoughts. Also, go check out our place. They're an amazing brand. I've already sold them enough in this video, but seriously, they're incredible. I hope you have an amazing week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next Tuesday.